Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the Video Game Beat. My name's Rob, and thanks for joining me again this week. And it's interesting. We got a couple of things that I'm excited about that I can't necessarily talk about yet that are soon to be happening in the background. Let's just say it entails new hosts for the show. And so yeah, I'm very excited. I can't wait till we can get that rolling. We'll obviously let you know when that happens. I'm not gonna just release an episode and then all of a sudden there's new people on and then you're like, who is this? But yeah, we'll obviously introduce them, I think, within the next coming weeks and for the newer episodes. And what that entails is kind of like a different restructuring to the podcast as a whole. I still want to utilize this podcast as something that goes over the week and looks at the big stories, but kind of also make it a bit more personality driven in regards to things such as, going over what we've been playing or our thoughts or opinions on something that maybe isn't exactly that on a story for that week, but as a whole and just in video games. So I'm excited. I'm excited to see what the different personalities and varieties of opinions and thoughts on video games that'll bring. But yeah, stay tuned for that, guys. That's coming soon. But we're here the week, the 23rd to the 27th of November. And if you don't know, and if you're not in America, because I don't think you don't celebrate this outside of America, I could be wrong. Let me know in the comments down below. It was Thanksgiving. So this week is a little sparse in regards to news, but I did seem to scrounge around and find some, 7 stories that we can at least talk about and go over. So that way this whole week as a whole isn't just a flop with no stories at all. But yeah, before we jump into the stories, guys, remember the Video Game Beat is a weekly podcast. You can find it on all podcast services. If you're listening, don't forget to follow the show on that podcast service and then share it when it releases so that way your friends can jump on and check out the show as well. And let's say you're watching it, and I'm looking right in your eyes right now. If you're watching it, you better hit that thumbs up, big boy. You better subscribe. And then down in the comments below, let me know what you think as we are going into the stories. And don't forget to share the video to your friends on all social media. And talking about social media, don't forget you guys can also find other ambitious casual content out there on Twitter at Ambitious Casual, Instagram Ambitious Casual. We got TikTok going. I'm trying to get some clips from my streams out on TikTok and out on Reels. I'm trying to utilize those platforms a lot more. So go check those out. Follow them for more content. And then, yeah, I think that's just about it. And then we can just jump right into the stories. But, one more thing. I've been thinking about this, and I know that on the channel, the playthrough of Crash Bandicoot 4 is not complete. There's only I think 4 videos up. Obviously, it's not the entire game. I kind of stopped, not gonna lie, because I was just getting bored with that game. By the time I finished that game, I was through with it. And I didn't really want much to do with it at all. And for me to go back and having to edit these videos and kind of cut them up and everything, it was almost like I was jumping back into a game I just hated. So I just, let me know if you guys enjoy those VODs from the stream. If so, I'll still upload them, just probably not as cut as they were in the Crash Bandicoot series, because I was really trying to cut out a lot of the filler. And if I died, I showed the death, but then I proceeded forward from there on. So that way it wasn't just a lot of dying over and over and over again, and that won't be fun to watch. But if you guys want to see the VODs, let me know in the comments down below. I can just upload the full 4-hour videos on YouTube so you guys can watch them in the background as you're cooking, ironing, juggling, whatever you all do at your house these days. But with all that done, thrown to the side. What in the world am I saying? Thrown to the side. Let's jump right into the stories. Starting with story number 1. Cyberpunk is out. But not really. This comes straight from IGN's Adam Bankhurst. Supposedly, guys, this comes from a user on Reset Era. Streamers broadcast about 20 minutes of the game's nomad life path from the beginning of the PS4 version of the game, which has now been taken down in multiple locations. It's confirmation that unpatched copies of the final game are beginning to make their way into players' hands. While we broadly know the beats of the beginning of the game due to various official previews, this stream is a sign that we may begin to see more meaningful spoilers emerge ahead of the game's launch on December 10th. So, guys, cover your eyes. Put those shades on. Maybe go into your settings on Twitter and then block out anything in regards to Cyberpunk or things like that, because you might get something leaked for you. You might get something spoiled for you. Now, this game is humongous. And if I'm not mistaken, there was rumors going around. I don't have this as one of the stories, but there was rumors going around that the game is looking like about 100 hours long. So again, how do you spoil something that's that big? Like, it's kind of difficult, and you really don't know who is who because there's multiple paths and whatnot. But all in all, if you don't want anything spoiled about this game, just be careful when you're out there on social media, and be careful what you're looking for, because if you're trying to look for some more Cyberpunk, Easter eggs or bits here and there to just fulfill that craving until the game comes out, you might get something spoiled for you, and it might happen. I don't know how these copies are just all of a sudden just popping up out of nowhere. It's strange to me because you would think they have a strong hold on it, but I'm wondering if these, early copies have anything to do with the fact that the game was going to come out earlier. They possibly made a couple of those copies and then people got a hold of them. I'm not quite sure, but this is an actual thing that's going on. Be careful, guys. Be careful for spoilers. I'm not that big. I'm not really that hyped for Cyberpunk. I just don't know how to feel about it. I know for a fact whenever the game comes out, that's all everybody's going to be talking about. And low key in my mind, I've kind of just wanted to play something completely different, because all of social media, all of YouTube, everything is just going to be completely bombarded by Cyberpunk. So I'm not really looking forward to it. But if you are, let me know down in the comments below. We're going on to story number 2. Fortnite gonna get your money. This comes straight from GameSpot's Kevin Koneshchevic. I think I pronounced that correctly. If you're watching, Kevin, let me know in the comments down below. So guys, here's the thing. You thought that Fortnite was doing so well. You think it was doing so hot. They're on season 5, chapter 2. I forgot. They're still going. And my mind's blown on the fact that Fortnite is still going and it's still kicking. They're dropping in numbers, that's for sure. And due to that, they had to figure out how to make some more moolah. The Avengers things, the Marvel things, everything that they're doing in collabs with all these other companies doesn't seem like to be paying off all that much. If it did, I don't think they would ever do this. If everything that they were doing, all the efforts they were putting into getting Travis Scott, getting the Avengers in there, Ghostbusters, I mean, you name it, all these different kinds of IPs thrown into Fortnite, if all that was working, I don't think we will get Fortnite Crew. And you might be asking, Rob, what is Fortnite Crew? Well, young child. Thank you for asking. Again, this comes straight from GameSpot, Kevin Koneshchevic. Fortnite developer Epic Games has announced a new monthly subscription for the popular battle royale shooter called Fortnite Crew. Now, hold on to your socks, because don't get too riled up yet, okay? You just turn the car, put it on, put the brake on, take a deep breath. You do not need the subscription to play, okay? The subscription will cost $12 in USD a month and give players access to a variety of perks, including the game's current battle pass and a monthly stipend of 1,000 V-Bucks, exclusive skins, and more. Fortnite Crew launches alongside the start of Chapter 2 Season 5 on December 2nd. Oh, they're getting on to Season 5. Look, how do I know? I don't even play this game, and I know. Epic announced on the PlayStation blog, as the studio explains, the subscription gives players access to the game's current battle pass, even if your subscription lapses before the season ends. Those who sign up for the Fortnite Crew after they've already purchased a battle pass will have the 950 V-Bucks refunded to their account. Here's the thing. This is all fine and dandy. If you want to continue supporting Fortnite, go right ahead. They've obviously been doing a lot in regards to the games industry, and I don't want to keep beating a dead horse, because we all know Fortnite's done a lot. They've really changed the landscape of video games in that realm, and multiplayer in that realm. Obviously changing streaming and all these kinds of things, okay? So I'm gonna give them the, all the everything that they're due. But this subscription service is kind of like a little bit of an extra perk for you if you want to. Now, here's the thing. If you like getting the season passes, and the season passes are for, if I'm not mistaken, they last about maybe 5 to 6 months. I could be wrong. Let me know in the comments down below. I could be wrong, but I don't have anyone else here to fact check me, so we're gonna keep going. They last 5 to 6 months. It is what is it? 10,000 V-Bucks, 9,000 V-Bucks to up your subscription for the new season. So that is about how much is that? Oh my gosh. You know what? I'm going to have to search this up. I feel like I'm so off point with this one. Season V-Bucks Fortnite. Let's see what this baby brings up. Season 5, the latest season provides 1,500 V-Bucks if you level up completely. How much for a season of Fortnite? There we go. Fortnite Battle Pass, the Marvel Nexus War. That's the new one that's going on right now. It looked cool. Did I jump in? I did, just for a little bit. I think it was like for 2 days. Jumped right back out. I could not deal with that anymore. Let's see. Join the fight, dude. I just want to know how much is the Battle Pass. Where's my answers, guys? How much is? Oh, here we go. The standard Fortnite Battle Pass costs 950 V-Bucks. Okay. All right. We're going. I was going in the thousands. I mean the hundreds. Okay. It costs 950 V-Bucks for a season, and those last about 5 to 6 months. Okay, that is $10 right there. Wait. Hold on. Wait. I think the point I literally was going to make right now has been completely demolished by this 950. The standard Fortnite Battle Pass costs 950 V-Bucks. There's a second option available. However, you move the 25 tiers unlocked, that would cost 2,800 V-Bucks. Oh. Okay. So here's the point I'm trying to make. Now, if you want to have access to the new seasons and kind of, I've bought seasons before, way at the beginning when Fortnite first came out. What was that, 2 years ago? And in regards to the Battle Pass, I've done it before, $10, and it's $950. Boom, that's good for 5 to 6 months. Okay, that makes sense. I mean, in the long run, you're probably paying $1.75 for a month for the Battle Pass. But with this, it's kind of, they're just trying to make more money off of you, because obviously what they're trying to show is the fact that not enough people are going on and buying the new skins to allow them to have the money to come in on a monthly basis for this game. I could be wrong. But by going about this, $12 a month, if you do this for 1 month, automatically you already get enough V-Bucks for the next season, and then 500 left over. But it's up to you. I mean, again, it's hard to say. Like, you get some exclusive stuff, a glider, a pickaxe, emotes. Like, if that's what you're into, then go off for it. But honestly, at the end of the day, do you really need this subscription? Not really. The only reason why I can see anyone getting these subscriptions is probably for like streamers or those who really want to be in the uppity up in regards to skins and exclusives and all those kinds of things. That's the only reason why. Now, if I'm wrong, let me know in the comments down below. If you think that this Fortnite crew subscription is a great deal, then go for it. But you've never had to pay this before in the past. Let's say there's 2 seasons in a year. Okay, this is just an example. 2 seasons in a year. You're paying $20 in that year. With this, they're trying to get you to get to a point where you have to pay $124 a year for Fortnite. Do you get the difference with that? Do you get the fact that they're really trying to, they want you to do that? Again, I'm glad that this is like optional. Who knows if we're slowly going to get to the point where this is going to become something that you actually need to play the game. Because if that's the case, that really changes a lot of things. If I'm not mistaken, I think World of Warcraft works on a monthly subscription. And so I honestly can see Fortnite going in that direction, just so it could constantly be just bringing in a constant flow of money. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of it, But if you guys are, let me know down in the comments below. Why are you a big fan of it? Is the 1,000 V-Bucks and exclusive skins and other things really that enough for you to get the subscription? Let me know. Let me know. And if you're watching, guys, don't feel excluded. Let me know on Twitter. Ambitious Casual, right over there. Story number 3, people. This comes straight from Xbox. Polygon's Michael McWhorter says, Xbox head Phil Spencer says Xbox app could come to TVs next year. If I'm not mistaken, I already covered this part, okay? I already covered the fact that they've said that the Xbox TV as like a USB dongle could be a thing, but they're actually saying that it could be happening, that the Xbox app could be coming to TVs. This is a big deal. And the reason why is because here's a couple things. And I'm trying to bring this up because this really puts things into perspective of where both of these competitors are at. I want to show you guys the sales numbers for both of these consoles. Where we at? I'm looking over here on. This was 2 days ago. Oh, here we go. VG charts. VG charts. Dude, this isn't why are any of these things helping me out, man? I saw what I was looking for on Twitter. That's how I saw the information that I needed. PlayStation 5 sales versus Xbox Series X and S sales. Here we go. Okay, so here's where we're at. And I'm getting this from the notebookcheck.net, and honestly, this doesn't look like the most reputable source, but these numbers, I saw these numbers floating around all over the place. I just cannot find the exact image or article of what I found when I first saw it. It was on Twitter. Actually, let me go straight to Twitter. Let me go straight to Twitter, boys. Obviously, the place. Okay, so as I'm looking for it, here's the thing. When it comes to the Xbox streaming app, okay, coming to your TVs, what this shows is that Xbox's efforts are obviously not mainly that focused on the traditional console gaming. And they said that before. And so many people have obviously made it apparent that Xbox is running their own race and PlayStation is running their own race, and even Nintendo is running their own race. They're all doing their own things because they can't necessarily compete with each other. And I don't think, honestly, if Xbox and PlayStation were to go head to head, they can't truly compete with each other because I think PlayStation has that much of a leg up compared to them. But here's how they can compete. And the only way they can compete is if Xbox goes ahead and does a Game Pass, which they've done, and it separates them from the rest of the entire competition because they have something that's Netflix-like and that's very different compared to the rest of their competitors. Honestly, when it comes to the Game Pass, it is such a great deal. Like, I have been using it, and the fact that I can just keep paying $15 a month in regards to Game Pass alone and just not have to pay for a single game again on the Xbox, that's a great deal. And you get all their first-party games on day one. Like, it's too good to, like, pass off on. So they have to run their own race. Now, these numbers that I saw, and I'm having trouble finding it, but I'm going to speak off the top of my head. If I'm not mistaken, the numbers that I saw were that the PlayStation 5 sold around 2.1 to 2.5 million consoles already based off of the fact, has it even been a month? It hasn't even been a month yet. And they sold 2.1 to 2.5 million consoles already. And on the other hand, Xbox Series X and S, both of them combined, have sold around 1.4 million copies. Or consoles. So obviously, when you put the numbers together, PlayStation alone has already outsold the Xbox by double the numbers. And what that puts in perspective to you is one thing. You can look at it and say, well, they failed. Xbox failed. They didn't win. They obviously couldn't compete to the big guys. They couldn't compete to PlayStation. But I don't think that's true. And the reason why is because it's not the fact that they don't care. Obviously, money plays a role in everything. They have to make money back. They need to make money. But I don't think they find success in the number of consoles that they sell. I think they're going to find success in how many hands they can get the Xbox Game Pass into. And with that, that's the reason why Phil Spencer says on Polygon, I'm going to give up looking for that thing because I just cannot find it. Again, this comes straight from Polygon. Speaking with The Verge, Spencer said, I think you're going to see an Xbox app for smart TVs in the next 12 months. I don't think anything is going to stop us from doing that. What we used to call a TV was a CRT. That's just throwing an image on the back of a piece of glass that I'm looking at. Now, as you said, a TV is really more of a game console stuffed behind a screen that has an app platform and a Bluetooth stack and a streaming compatibility. Is it really a TV anymore? Or is it just the form of and function of the devices that we use to have around our TV? Consolidated into the one big screen that I'm looking at? Now, here's what's interesting. And I think a lot of people have been speculating. Now, there's no official answers out there how it will work or anything like that. I think I've even said this on the show before. This is a cool idea, and here's why. You go ahead and I have the Xbox Series X right here on my side. I have two TVs. If both of them had Xbox apps on them, then all I have to do is just grab my Xbox controller, go over to my TV, on either of my TVs, open up the app, connect my controller to the TV, and I am already playing off of the Xbox Game Pass through xCloud. That's crazy. You're not going to be able to download games into the TV unless they figure out some way that you can connect an HD, like an SSD to your TV. I don't even know. I don't think that's going to happen. But playing games on the cloud, that's mind-blowing. And especially in the fact that it's mind-blowing on a couple different scales, okay? Imagine you have friends coming over and you're like, yo, let's play some Halo. Let's just say that's an example. Let's play some Halo. Oh, dude, I only have one Xbox Series X. How else are we going to play? Oh, I know. You have an Xbox app. You have the Xbox app on your TV? All right, dude, let me sign in and I'll play from there. You got an extra controller? Yeah, I got an extra controller. There we go. Boom. Now you're playing together on the TV. I think that's the kind of ecosystem that they're wanting to bring about. And we can't just stop there on the TVs. They're obviously doing things on the phone. There's been rumors upon rumors upon rumors that we're going to see the Xbox app on Nintendo Switch. And that's been rumors that have been going around for a while. I think it's going to happen. It just is a matter of time as to when it happens. But hey, this is exciting, honestly. I don't think it as them kind of like the losers have to figure out anything to kind of get themselves on top. No, they really want to dominate this market of streaming. And it's kind of scary because I feel like there's going to be a moment where everyone looks back and be like, yo, y'all have been building this up for the past 10 years. And look where you're at now. And then they're on top. I think that's what they're doing. And they're playing the long game. We know that there's reports that PlayStation has said, and I think I talked about this last week, that they are thinking about, or they have a solution in regards to a competitor for the Xbox Game Pass. What does that look like? We don't know. But this is exciting because the moves that Xbox is doing is obviously causing PlayStation to want to mimic them in some form, some sort of way, because they see it as a threat. And I love it, baby. Let's get this blood flowing. All right, on to story number 4. This comes straight from Kotaku. Watch Dogs Legion's online mode delayed as team focuses on fixing bugs. This comes straight from Ian Walker. It says, it's no secret that Watch Dogs Legion has been a pretty buggy since it launched last month. But Ubisoft sounds dedicated to tracking down these experience-ruining glitches and getting them sorted out. So dedicated, in fact, that the game's planned online mode has been delayed to next year to give the team more time to iron out its single-player issues. Multiplayer will give Watch Dogs Legion's players the chance to tackle co-op missions with up to 3 teammates, as well as compete in modes like Spider-Bot Arena and invade other players' games. These online activities were originally planned to launch on December 3rd, but will instead be pushed back to a more opaque early 2021 release window. This is not looking good for them, guys. I didn't play Watch Dogs Legion just because of the fact it did not look interesting to me. I thought about jumping into it, but it didn't look good to me. And a lot of people were talking about it when it first was released. And it just, like the article was saying, very buggy. And I just never saw the Watch Dogs games as being like a very clean and polished game. It just seemed like one of those things that Ubisoft just kind of puts together and releases at the beginning of a new console cycle. And so yeah, it didn't grab me to jump right into it. But the fact that they're having to delay this for next year, I'm sorry to say this, guys. Look, I know that there's a lot of people working on this game. I know there's a lot of effort, there's a lot of talent that's going into this. I don't want that to go unseen. But unfortunately, next year when the online mode is released, no one's gonna play it at all. It's old news, man. And this is the next gen consoles. By the time we get to next year and newer next gen games are coming out, all focus is gonna be on new stuff. Because, like I said, new games. And who's going to want to go back and play multiplayer Watch Dogs Legion? No one is. It's going to be old news. So, it's sad that they couldn't get it done now. And like I said, in my honest opinion, no one's going to care. Unless, I don't know what they can do to really bring it all back together. I just don't think they can. And I think it's too late for them. And they should have held this game back and just polished it up and then released it after everything was polished up. But no, they wanted to jump onto that hype, the hype being next gen consoles. So that's unfortunate. But like I said, it's not gonna last till next year, guys. It's not gonna last. Old news. And it really, look, I don't know if they're gonna do this, but I honestly can see them being like, hey, we just canceled the online mode, scrapped it. We're just moving on. We're moving on. So let me know if you guys want to jump into that stuff, into the online mode next year in the comments down below. But you won't be seeing me there. Story number 5. This comes straight from IGN. New Bounty Hunter expansion, Red Dead Online standalone game announced, and more. So we have a new expansion coming out, Bounty Hunter's Role expansion, and it will arrive next week. This story was on the 24th, so a couple days from the day of this recording. And not only that, guys, it was also announced that a standalone version of Red Dead Online has also been announced. So players can take part in the online game without purchasing Red Dead Redemption 2. It would normally cost $20, but will be discounted to $5 from the launch date, December 1st, 2020, until February 15th, 2021. So, if you don't know if you want to jump into Red Dead Online, if you didn't know if you want to jump into RDR2, well then maybe you can check out the online mode for $5. I enjoyed the online mode. I'm not gonna lie, I enjoyed it. I thought it was fun. I have not played enough of it because I was playing that with my brothers, and then it's just kind of on and off here or there. I'm always having that itch to get back into the world of Red Dead because it's just so fun and interesting, but I'm always distracted by something else. But the fact that they're separating this from the main game is a little interesting because of the fact that GTA 5, if I'm not mistaken, they barely started doing this. It wasn't from the very beginning. I think it took them time to where you can play it separately. Am I wrong on that? Can you play GTA 5 online separately from the game? Let me know in the comments below. I could be wrong, but I feel like that's a thing. We obviously know that Red Dead Online has not been seeing the same success as GTA Online. I cannot believe how much money and how much just love there is for GTA Online. It's a fun game, but that much fun, it blows my mind. I can't believe it's honestly still going. And, all good to them. Keep going. But the fact that we're getting another upgrade, another update to GTA Online for the PlayStation 5, that just boggles my mind. The game came out for the PS3 and is still going strong. What I'm hoping, though, is the fact that I want to see them put more effort into Red Dead Online. I don't think they can obviously go as crazy as they did with GTA, because I think GTA kind of lends itself easier to the more fantastical, out there, funny, glitchy kind of gameplay. And Red Dead Online kind of feels a bit more serious, which I kind of get that, but I want them to see more effort put into it. I want to see more effort. If you guys have been enjoying Red Dead Online, let me know in the comments down below. Let me know what you've been doing in there, because like I said, I've been thinking about jumping back in. I'm not sure, but I'm thinking about it. I've been thinking about it. Trying to convince me to jump back in. All right, story number 6. This is a weird one, dude. This comes straight from Eurogamer, okay? Monster Hunter crossover with Monster Hunter. Monster Hunter is crossing over with Monster Hunter. To be more technical, Monster Hunter World is crossing over with the Mila Jovovich. Mila Jovovich Monster Hunter movie. It's a weird world we live in right now, dude. This comes straight from Eurogamer's Matt Wales. Paul W.S. Anderson's Monster Hunter movie is somewhat unbelievably out next week, and to celebrate its whatever the opposite of highly anticipated is arrival, Capcom is shoving its presence into Monster Hunter World Iceborne with a special crossover event. I'm going to pause right there. I love Monster Hunter World. It is such a fun game. I've been thinking about jumping back into it, utilizing the next gen optimization for that game. They didn't really optimize it. It's just like that. It's running on a stronger piece of hardware. In theory, it should run stronger. I just want to clear that up before I get butchered in the comments. From 4 p.m. PST next Thursday, December 3rd, that's midnight on December 4th in the UK, owners of Monster Hunter World's Iceborne expansion can access a special 2-part single-player side story that casts players as Mila Jovovich's Monster Hunter movie character Artemis, complete with Mila Jovovich's likeness and everything. I don't know why it's so hard for me to say that name. Part 1 of the new side story, The New World, pits Artemis against a Black Diablos in the Wildspire Waste, granting the materials needed to craft the Artemis A+ armor set, which comes stuffed with a broad range of handy skills, including earplugs, health boost, stun resistance, great luck, and hasten recovery. On the video, I'm not playing that on this video feed, but on the video, you kind of see a little bit of her in action. And the end screen where it kind of shows the promo for Monster Hunter World Iceborne and Monster Hunter, she looks great right there. But I think it's a thumbnail to this podcast because it's absurd. It blows my mind how this looks. She looks bad in the actual game. I don't know what they did at the end of this. Obviously, probably up-res everything and try to make it look good for promotions. But holy moly, that character model looks completely bad in the game itself. I'm not going to jump in for this. Like, guys, let's be real. I know this is not a movie podcast, but isn't the Monster Hunter movie really going to be that good? No, not at all whatsoever. So it's kind of weird to me. I'm not going to lie. It's kind of weird to me that that Monster Hunter World would literally muddle its waters with this. Like, I understand this is not them. This is Capcom being like, look, guys, just take one for the team, put it on the game because we need to obviously promote this movie, blah, blah, blah. It's not them. It's obviously the studio. But if you're into this is for you. Go check it out. Let me know if you have fun. I'm not going to be playing it at all. But hey, like I said, let me know in the comments down below if you play it. Because your boy ain't going to. And last story of the day. This comes straight from a couple sources. Game Informer. And it's not really much of a story. It's just the new PS Plus and Xbox games with gold releasing for December. For PlayStation, we're getting Just Cause 4, Worms, Rumble, and Rocket Arena. Cool, I guess. Those honestly do not grab my attention whatsoever. I really don't care. I'm not going to grab any of them. And didn't Just Cause 4 already come out for the PlayStation? I could be wrong. Could have been Just Cause 3. But whatever. Look, they gave us a brand new PS5 game last month for December. I'm not going to hate on them for December. I mean, for November. I'm not going to hate on them for December. That's just how the cookie crumbles. You get something good, you got to get something bad. And for the Xbox games with gold, we get The Raven, Bleed 2, Saints Row, Gat Out of Hell, and Stacking. Not going to get any of those either. And that's the end of all the stories, guys. Thanks for listening to the podcast. Remember, this is a video game beat. It's a weekly podcast. This baby comes up every single Sunday. That's kind of what I'm leaning towards. I was doing Saturday. I'm kind of leaning now for Sundays for this thing to be released in midday. Let me know if that works for you guys or not. But thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hit the thumbs up. Subscribe, follow, share with all your friends. Stay tuned, guys. Stay tuned. We might be getting a couple new people on this podcast and just kind of spice it up a little bit. All right, throw in a little bit of cinnamon. Throw in a little bit of cayenne. Throw in a little bit of that onion powder. Okay, we're trying to make a whole big pot of gumbo. I want to make sure that this show is fun, more variety, and that actually might mean this show might get a little longer, maybe an hour long, but we'll see. Hang on, okay? Hold on to your butts. It's Michael Jackson. That's not Michael Jackson. Samuel Jackson said it. Jurassic Park. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Peace out. Keep playing those games. Go check out the Twitch channel. Twitch.tv/ambitious casual. We're playing Demon's Souls right now, baby. I was trying to play Godfall the other day. That game sucks. It's not good at all. And honestly, I think I'm just gonna give up on it and not even go back to it because it is bad. It is real bad. So next week we'll be jumping into Demon's Souls. I might jump into Bug Snacks, and then obviously some more multiplayer games such as maybe Destiny or Call of Duty Warzone. I don't know. Just keep up with the social media. Twitter, Ambitious Casual. Instagram, Ambitious Casual. TikTok, Ambitious Casual. I'll see you guys later. Have fun. Play those games.